Welcome, this is Aditya Nepal along with the group member. Today I am dealing with stakeholder. Stakeholder are the one who can affect the organization or can be affected by the organization decision. Basically, there are two types of stakeholder: primary stakeholder, secondary stakeholder. Primary stakeholder are directly affected by the decision of the company, but secondary stakeholder are indirectly affected by the decision of the company. Primary stakeholder have financial position in the company, but in compared to the primary stakeholder, secondary stakeholder have no financial position in the company. Primary stakeholder that does not contribute the money in the organization but have great influence over the company. But in compared to the primary stakeholder, secondary stakeholder have less influence towards the company.
Once we know the difference between the stakeholders, so we can start from the NAB and the Coke. So as a financial company, so NAB, the basic focus on their main customer, like the primary stakeholders are their employees, their customers, their suppliers, and their investors, as well as their investment community. Whereas their secondary stakeholders consist of their government, the policy regulator, the community partners, the media partners. But on the other hand, where the Coke is a beverage company, Coca-Cola, their main focus is their consumers. So the primary stakeholders are mainly consist of their consumers, their bottle partners, their suppliers, their employees, and the shareholders. And the secondary stakeholders basically are focused on the government, the state and federal government specifically. Then there are trade and industry groups, and the partners are media partners, community.
Including consideration of effective management, power of stakeholder, and right of stakeholder. So this stakeholder theory is unlike umbrella term. Stakeholder theory delivers a further clarified statement by referring to a stakeholder group within society. According to Sustainability Report 2012, stakeholders are those who are affected by the operation of organizations and also influence the organization's decision making. The key stakeholders for the organizations are business partner, media, contractor, employee, customer, shareholder, supplier, etc. There are two great branches of stakeholder. One is called the ethical branch, another is one called the managerial branch. In ethical branch, related with the stakeholder influence the organizations and all with those who are influenced by the organization. In ethical branch, all stakeholders get the benefit from the organization. Stakeholder powers is relevant. All stakeholders get information in their own right. But in managerial branch is the normative orientation. Stakeholder influence the organization's owner, and powerful stakeholders get the benefit from the organizational management. Most of this case, organization manage the stakeholder, so stakeholder power is relevant in these branches. Corporate strategy used for the managing influence and interest of the powerful stakeholder. Corporate reporting is source of information for the stakeholder.
I'm talking about National Australia Bank. We came into conclusion that National Australia Bank has been following managerial branch of stakeholder theory, though they have many stakeholders and they also believes in adding values to each of the stakeholders, but their primary focus are customers, employees, and the environment. They focus on customers as customers are their direct source of their revenue. They focused on employee so that they can enhance the productivity of their employee, and on the environment so that they can enhance the reputations of the company and create societal values of the company. By doing so, they can achieve their primary goals of maximizing and sustaining the shareholders' profit, and also establishing the company as one of the most respectful company of the Australia and New Zealand.
So keeping consistency with my group members and from thorough research on the annual report of Coca-Cola Amatil Company, we have found that they're following the ethical branch of stakeholder theories. So according to my arguments, I'd like to point out some issues. First of all, the management mainly give importance on every stakeholders, not according to by the power of the stakeholders. They establish a separate committee which is called Compliance and Social Responsibility Committee, and they also run a campaign which is called Do the Right Things. And moreover, besides this, they have carbon disclosure project, and moreover they provide adequate compensations and training to their employees. Finally, what I would like to say is that in their annual report, Coca-Cola Company directly cited that CCA Coca-Cola Company sustainability framework actually consists of 4 pillars, which are our people, our environment, and our well-being, and our community. So from the above mentioned arguments and issues, we can say that Coca-Cola Company actually following the ethical branch of stakeholder theories.